Good evening. Good evening to you joining us at home. Good evening here in the room, amazingly and wonderfully for all of us. We're beginning on page 104. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharem, Malachei Elyon, Ni Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Ni Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bachuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Ni Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Ni Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So for those of us who are here in the room, for some of you it's the first time you've been back in here or in here at all for 18 months. And one very obvious thing has changed, which is that now in the room we have all of these screens. And we also have lots of cameras as well. So I suppose for this first service back, we ought to make full use of them. So what I'd like you to do if you're here in the room is just to look up at that camera over there. And Sam is going to spotlight that picture and make it big for everybody so that everyone who is at home can see you there. So if you just want to wave into that camera, then that will give, there you go, look at that, isn't that amazing? And what we can do is we can ask you at home, Sam is going to stop spotlighting, and we're going to ask you at home, if you feel comfortable doing so, to turn your cameras on, so that we can see you too and be a community all together in prayer together. It is lovely to have so many of you with us this Friday night. One of the things that is important for us as we enter this next phase in our Jewish lives together is that sense that we remain one community. Whether we are here in our Beit Tefillah or creating sacred space at home, our task is the same, which is to create a place for prayer wherever we find ourselves. So this evening we're going to turn into our supplement sheet, and we're going to begin with the words from Numbers declaring how good are our tents which are both our places of worship but also our homes as well. And as we move into Zamru and Boi Chala, we commit to making those places, wherever they are, places of song and the celebration and welcome of Shabbat. Matzah Zamru l'Adonai bechino, bechino, v'kol zimra. Zamru l'Adonai bechino, bechino. Boi chala, panei Shabbat nakabala. Boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, panei Shabbat nakabala. Boi chala, boi chala. L'chadodi, l'chadodi, l'kakala, b'nei Shabbat l'kabala. L'chadodi, l'chadodi, l'kakala, b'nei Shabbat l'kabala. Boi chala, boi chala, b'nei Shabbat nakabala. Boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, b'nei Shabbat nakabala. Boi chala, boi chala, boi chala. L'chadodi, l'chadodi, l'kakala, b'nei Shabbat l'kabala. L'chadodi, l'chadodi, l'kakala, b'nei Shabbat l'kabala.
One of the joys of Shabbat is in bringing the light of Shabbat in as we light our candles together. And this evening, we invite up the Novitz and the Agostini families to light our Shabbat candles in advance of Noah and Max's B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow morning. And we invite all of you at home, if you have your Shabbat candles with you, to place them in front of your cameras so that we can see the light that you bring in this Shabbat. As we invite the two families up to light candles now, we will light the candles first and then recite the blessing together as a community.
Let's rise together. Just light.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. And let's take our seats together. We're going to sing our way into L'chadodi. When we get to L'chadodi, we're on page 121. Boi chala, b'nei Shabbat nakabala. Boi chala, boi chala, boi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala Shamo v'zacho b'dibur echad Ishmi'anu elam yichad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'letila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki imako habaracha lirosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala Hitzorari, hitzorari, ki ba'oret kuni uri, 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 shidaveri, kavod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nakabala, lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nakabala. Boi v'shalom atzeret ba'ala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nakabala.
As we arrive at Shabbat this evening, we recognize that some of us arrive to this Shabbat in a place of bereavement and mourning. And to all those who mourn, we offer the traditional words of comfort.
Makom yinachem etchem b'toch sha'ah ha'avelim.
May the Eternal One comfort you together with all those who mourn. We continue on page 124 with the words of Psalm 92.
Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat tov lehador l'Adonai. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat tov lehador l'Adonai. Ulzamer l'shimcha elyon. Ulzamer l'shimcha elyon.
עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך.
כי שמחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. איש בעל לא ידע, וכסיל לא יבין את זאת. בפרח רשעים כמו עשב, ויציצו כל פועלי אבן, להישמדם עדי עד. ואתה מרום לעולם אדוני, כי הנה אויביך אדוני, כי הנה אויביך יאבדו, יתפרדו כל פועלי אבן. ותרם קרן כעני בלותי בשמן רענן, ותבט עיני בשורי, וקמים עלי מרעים, תשמענה אוזני. צדיק אתה מה יפרח, כארז בלבנון ישגה. שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ינבון בשיבה, דשנים רעננים יהיו. להגיד כי השם אדוני, צורי ולא הבלע תבוא. We rise together for Baruch. We're on page 127. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 yai, lai.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv arabim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtsono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech,
וחושך מפני אור. המעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח ונעלוז בדברי תורתך, ומצוותיך וחוקותיך לעולם ועד.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב את עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו,
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We're just going to take a moment for ourselves for the second paragraph of Shema. We'll come together on page 134.
ויאמר
אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם, ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף בתיל תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית, וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תתורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו, העושה גדולות עד אין חקר ונפלאות עד אין מספר. ראו בניו גבורתו, שיבחו והודו לשמו, ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם. משה ומרים ובני ישראל, לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם.
Me
ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל Yisrael. One of the extraordinary things about this period has been the sense in which we have somehow managed to remain connected with one another despite being separated from each other. This technology is an amazing thing to be able to see you, no, you're over there, see you singing back to us and with us, this new way of praying together, to be able to really see each other. We even know that you're singing even if you're one of those spoilsports who is joining us on YouTube on the big screen as well, that you're also there singing along with us too. And our singing is profoundly important, not only as a statement of joy, but also as a commitment that we make to one another. So as we turn to our Hashkivenu, our prayer for peace and protection, we're going to sing together. We're going to turn into our supplements. We're going to sing the version by Dan Nichols. And as we do so, we commit to that continuing relationship that we have with each other and that commitment to be a source of peace and protection for each other. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim Hashkivenu shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'alamo Yisrael, v'al kol ha'olam.
As we turn to page 137 for the words of the Shamru, as we enter into our Shabbat Amidah, we do so embracing the peace of this Shabbat. And from the Shamru, we will make our way into a quiet Amidah, allowing us all to have some peaceful, quiet time to talk to God.
Shamaru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam oti le'olam v'shamaru b'nei Yisrael השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות, את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות, את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, לדורותם ברית עולם. יאי לי 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 לי, 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 יאי לי 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 לי. Adonai Savatai Tivtan Ufiyagin Tehilatecha Adonai Savatai Tivtan Ufiyagin Tehilatecha. And please take your seats. So the eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that Rabbi Hannah is with us this evening. She is with us from home. Over the course of the next few weeks, one of us will be coming into the service from home each week, being part of that community that is coming to us in here over the screens. And so I'm really delighted that Rabbi Hannah is now going to fill our screens and hopefully fill your screens at home as she gives our Devar Torah for this evening.
Shalom, everyone. Today is the first day of the final quarter of our solar year, a new beginning of sorts, the beginning of the last 3 months of 2021. Beginnings are important. They give us moments to take stock of what we're doing, to reflect on our own personal journeys, on how to move forward. It's inevitable that every day we make many mistakes. Yet with each error, we are presented with the opportunity to begin again. In the words of T.S. Eliot, every moment is a fresh beginning. We just need to find the strength to start anew. Liturgically, we are also at a new beginning. For on this Shabbat, we read the very beginning of our Torah, our creation narrative. It feels right that this moment should also mark the beginning of a new normal for us as a community. Our creation narrative teaches us about the creation of humankind, created in the image of God. In Genesis Rabbah, we read, Rabbi Akiva deemed that the essence of Torah was love your neighbor as yourself. Rabbi Ben Azai, however, asserts that the essence of Torah is found in our creation narrative, in Genesis 5. Here we read, Zeh Sefer Toldot Adam, B'yom bara Elohim Adam, B'dmut Elohim asa oto, B'zachar u'nekeva bara'am, Vayivarech otam, vayikra et shemam Adam bayom habraim. This is the written record of the human line from the day God created Adam, making them in the likeness of God, creating them male and female, blessing them, and naming them Adam on the day they were created. How could Rabbi Azai believe that this inconsistent, slightly jumbled verse possibly could be the essence of our entire Torah? We know that nothing in Torah is an accident. So this verse tells us that the creation of humankind, with some singulars, some plurals, some feminines, some masculines, must have significance. According to modern commentators, it's suggested to us that God's image is one of plurality within unity, that God is one, but God holds multiple different images. So we, made in God's image, are one humanity, but with great diversity. We are created infinitely variable, no two of us identical in every way. Together we make up God's image, each of us a small, unique part in the puzzle. In Mishnah, it teaches us, while a person stamps many coins from the same mold and they are all alike, God stamps every person from the mold of the first Adam, and yet none of them are like their fellow. Each and every person is given the dignity of self-expression. We are not all the same. Yet we each carry a crucial component that, when combined with the rest of humanity, makes up God's image. And therefore, each one of us is as important as the other. Each one of us carries a part of the divine. Our shul life has to reflect that, adapting to see the value in each individual and to meet them where they are. Now begins a new normal in our Eilith life. For those who feel able, our Beit Tefillah is now open. For those not yet ready, it is okay to still be at home, with the many smiling faces harmonizing with you over Zoom. For some, today marks the start of a return to complete normality. However, for others, it feels very different. But however you feel, your Eilith family will be there with you as you negotiate this new beginning in your individual way and at your own pace. This new normal is a commitment to a shul life where hybridity remains, where the faces on the screen are as much a part of the service as the faces in the room, to a service adapted to include all, however you choose to join and from whatever time zone. We accompany one another now on this journey through a new normal, knowing that at times we will make mistakes, reference just those in the room, or talk to only those behind the camera, knowing that the path will not always run smooth, that the technology may at times be held ransom by a dodgy Wi-Fi connection or a faulty cable, that our in-person attendance may be disrupted by a petrol crisis. But we know that our Eilith community will continue to see the divinity in every person, will value each individual walking their own path, knowing that each of us collectively makes up the image of God, that we all play a crucial part in reflecting back the divine. And so today is a new beginning for all of us, but we meet together wherever we are. And as we start the next part of our journey, we pledge to continue to honour everyone's needs, to accompany everyone on their journey, hoping that we still feel together, one community at every twist and turn. Shabbat Shalom.
Yeshkach. We are going to, thank you, Hannah. We are going to, here in the room and at home, if you wish, we're going to turn together to page 310 in our Siddur. We're going to rise together for the words of the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתקר לעליות בראשית, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוצר שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו ופסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. And on page 313, על כן נקווה לך, אדוני אלוהינו, לראות מהרה בתפארת עוזך, להביא גלולים מן הארץ, והלילים קרות יכרתון, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי, וכל בני בשר יקראו בשמך, להפנות אליך כל אישי ארץ, יכירו וידעו כל יושבי תבל, כי שותפים כולנו בתיקון עולמך, כי המלכות שלך היא, ולעולמי עד תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Elith is a community built on a foundation of mutual care. And together we celebrate as people achieve moments of great joy, and together we support all those who come to this Shabbat in mourning. We think of all those in the Shloshim and the Shana, the periods of time since the death of a loved one, and of all those who died at this time in years past. On this Shabbat in particular, we think of Lionel Baker, Jacob Baker, Harry Chipek, John Dudley, Latka Furster, Jillian Fraser, Daniel Friedman, Svetlana Galunenko, Sandra G., Felix Grayev, Marianne Grayev, Susie Horwitz, Samson Judah, Leonard Kay, Leslie Levy, Dorothy Liebling, Dorothy Littman, Henry Mayer, Michael Millstone, Gwendolyn Peterman, Boris Rabinovich, Pearl Roseborn, Anthony Rosenfeld, David Rubin, Raymond Rudzeski, Amir Samia, Naomi Saunders, Michael Shafran, Abraham Silverman, Leon Smith, Edward Stemple, Stella Terry, Carola Weldon, Adela Yanover, and Oscar Zalmanovitz. Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be for an enduring blessing. Although some of us are together in the room, and some of us are online, we stand now in this moment as one community and support the mourners as we turn to page 316 for the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dicho beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kariv ve'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dikudsha.
Brichu.
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Di amiran ba'alma v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shalama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol ha'olam ve'imru. Amen.
And please take your seats. I look forward to a time when it is not exciting or special or different to be in a room singing and having tefillah together, but it is still incredibly special. So thank you for being here with us. Thank you too for sticking with us online as well. We know that the experience can be very different, but we are trying really hard to make it feel as much that we are one community as possible. Over the course of the next month, we will probably in a kind of clunky way begin to come back more and more in person for those who feel able to do so. Friday nights are now back in the room and online, so please do get back into the rhythm of coming. We do still ask that you let us know that you're coming. So please do pre-book if you can, because that way we know that we're not going to be too full, and there are still challenges of how we make this space work well that we're still sort of grappling with. So please let us know that you're coming. On Saturday mornings, it's going to be a bit different each Saturday through October. From November, we're going to be back at 10:30 in here on a Saturday morning as before pandemic. But over the next few weeks, it's going to be a bit more complicated. Tomorrow morning, we actually have 4 different services. Noah is going to be reading Torah in the Sukkah at 9 o'clock. Max is going to be reading Torah upstairs in the youth hall at 9 o'clock. You can come and join Noah. There are some spaces in the Sukkah if you want to join us. Then at 10:30, Cantor Tamara and Rabbi Elliot will be running a dedicated online service from the Bima, which is going to feel very strange for you to be back in here leading in an empty room. And then at 11 o'clock, you can also join online a special service which includes baby blessing and an ofrah taking place in the Sukkah as well. So a complicated morning, but please do join us either in person or online if you can. And then next Friday night, we are back here in person. Please do join us. And next Saturday morning, our first Saturday morning back in this room as well at 10:30. So please join us for that. We are delighted to celebrate with both Noah and Max, who are reading Torah for the first time tomorrow. Both of them reading from the book of Genesis, both of them reading from the very beginning of Bereshit as we restart, as Rabbi Hannah said, the creation story. So to mark that, we're going to finish this evening with the words from Psalm 89, Olam Chesed Yibaneh. As we sing it, we are delighted and very sad to welcome Sophie up. Sophie's going to lead us in Kiddush. Sophie has just finished her last day of work at Eilith. Sophie, it feels like Sophie has been with us forever. And of course, she's going to be with us forever as well, but in a slightly different capacity from next week when she starts a new job. So Sophie is going to lead us in Kiddush as we wish her well for the next stage of her adventure and thank her for everything that she's given us over the last years. Let's sing together. Olam chesed yibaneh, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. Olam chesed la 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 ya la 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 olam chesed yibane ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la oh say shalom b'mroma oh yeah say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la oh say shalom b'mroma oh yeah say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen ve'imru amen. I think Sophie's going to need our help. So we're going to turn together to page 452. We're rising together. If you have Kiddush at home and would like to join with us, then please do sing along with us. Vayechu hashamayim ba'aretz v'chol tzva'am Vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi malachto asher asa Vayishbot bayom hashvi mikol malachto asher asa Vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi Vayekadesh oto Ki bo shavat mikol malachto asher bara Elohim lasot Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרתה ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מחדש השבת. L'chaim, you get to drink. On behalf of all of us, you get to drink. Thank you for being with us at home. Now this should work. If everyone looks up there and just wants to wish people at home Shabbat Shalom. If you can all now unmute yourselves and wish us Shabbat Shalom and each other Shabbat Shalom. You can unmute yourselves now.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Hannah.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
In this room, we are
The wonderful people who made it to Erev. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
All right. Shabbat Shalom, Jackie.
Shabbat shalom, Jenny. Nice to see